Hey everyone, BNSF 9382 here with a little weekend update. Uh, First off, I wanted to give a big shout out to my 300th subscriber. I was watching YouTube this morning and realized I crossed the 300 mark. So I appreciate everybody watching the videos and hope we're all enjoying our hobby and progressing and learning from each other. So as I learn things and as I get things done, I try to share what I've learned and hopefully it helps somebody else. But anyway, shout out to crossing the 300 subscriber mark. This past couple days, I did get a few things done. I worked on some bench work, which I'll show you here in a minute, and I tried my hand at weathering. I started off with those 3 yellow intermodal cars that I'll give you a closer look at here in a second. I used 2 types of washes. The first one I used was a acrylic black paint thinned with water. Basically covered the whole car in that, and used a blow dryer to speed up the drying process. And then I went over that with a earth colored wash. Again, acrylic paint thinned with water. Again, I'm learning, just doing a little experimenting. I still need to do some touch-ups on the couplers, and at some point I'm going to pick up some powders or chalks or whatever and give my hand at doing some of that weathering, dry weathering. So anyway, we'll pull these cars up here and show you what I did to those. And I also did worked on the 2 of the hoppers that I have, covered hoppers, and we'll give you a look at those. But first off, we'll pull this train up a little bit and give you a closer look at these cars. The Costco container, I put a little weathering on that, and the 3 yellow intermodal cars. Again, I used 2 types of washes, 2 colors of washes, and painted the wheels. And the middle car with the Maersk container on it is a untouched container. The third car with the Maersk container on it, again, was weathered using those 2 colored washes that I had. Again, I want to go back and do some touch-ups with some powders or chalks or whatever, but I think for my first try, I think it's coming out pretty good. Here are the 2 covered hoppers that I worked on also. Again, I think the green Burlington Northern one came out pretty good. The newer BNSF version probably needs to be touched up a little bit. But those are my first experiments with weathering, and hopefully we can move on and get some of these other cars weathered also. At this point, the 3 locomotives that I have, I'm not at the point where I'm going to try to weather those. Kind of scares me. So we'll run this train out of the way and show you what else I've been working on. As I stated, I've been working on a little bit of the bench work. You can see it in this shot. The portion, the area that goes over toward the light switch and the door to the garage, the door that goes into the kitchen. Bear with me as I move this camera around. As you can see, I filled in that triangular area. The other day, that's where I had a pretty bad derailment, and I knew I had to do something with it. At this point, you know, I haven't finalized how I'm going to block off some of that. I built the benchwork exactly like I pretty much built everything else, with the plywood base and the 1/2-inch foam on top. Let me lift up and we'll walk around there. I used a 2x2 for the leg here, which I painted black to match the rest. And I put some bolts in here to connect it to the rest of the benchwork. I don't see this needing to support a lot of weight, so I just have the one leg and a couple bolts holding it together with the rest of the benchwork. I started working on the fascia here, and then I kind of got to a stopping point. I need to go pick up some more of those finishing washers. I ran out of those. But as I was working on this, I was thinking that I may extend this up and make this an interior type backdrop. Let me move back around here. I figure I'm thinking if I extend the fascia up, 18, 24 inches, I can again paint that blue and block out the light switch, well, block out the door and the doorknob anyway, and then figure out a way to hide that light switch from view. I know I could put a mountain or landscape, something back there, but again, if I come down here to this level to take pictures or video, I want to be able to block all those things out. So again, I got to a stopping point, and I'm thinking I'm going to raise, at least for now, we'll just raise that fascia 12 or 18 inches up, and I can paint that blue. And again, it'll, at least from this track view, it will block out the kitchen door and all that stuff. So, but anyway, that's what I've been working on. The triangle piece came out pretty good. Took me a while with just basic tools. I didn't try to measure the angles so it all fit in there nice and snug. And I did have to leave a little space in here so this area is removable. If you made it too tight, you wouldn't be able to slide this in and out. So again, it's bolted on with 3 bolts to the other piece. And anyway, at least this area will protect me from derailments, and it adds a little bit of bench work for scenery or whatever. But again, that's what I've been working on. Again, 300th subscriber mark. Must be doing something right if people are watching the videos. So give me some comments on, if I extend this up, say this high or so, then from the inside, it'll block out these doorknobs and this door. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I don't have the supplies on hand to do that, so looks like another run to the hardware store. But anyway, get back to work here and get this place cleaned up a little bit. Another thing, my wife and I convinced her to let me move that freezer that was here. It was plugged into that outlet. I have a pretty sizable garage, but there really aren't any outlets other than this one and that one there, and then the one I put down underneath the benchwork where I plug in all my DCC and all that. But I convinced her to let me move that freezer. We moved it into the house, so I have a workbench type table up in my home office that I think I'm going to bring down here so I can set up a work area. I really don't have a workbench down here in the garage, so I think I'm going to pull one of my tables out of my home office and bring it down here and try to fit it into this area somehow. You know, as I get more work done on the layout, I'm running out of area to do work, so I figure I can do my model building and assemblies and things over here on a workbench. So hopefully in the next couple days we'll get that done, and we'll show you that when I get around to it. But again, filled in that area, did a little bit of weathering to the cars, some of the rolling stock, and I got online the other day and I ordered some things online. I ordered some bridge track and some K-rails and some other things so I can work on my bridge area down there. Hopefully that stuff will be in here in the next couple days and we can make some progress on that. So anyway, quick little weekend update, and we'll move on from here, and we'll talk to you in a few days. BNSF 9382 out.